This game recap is brought to you by Manscaped's Foot Duster Foot Deodorant. Say goodbye to stinky foot funk with this essential deodorant spray. Head over to manscaped.com and use the promo code SACCITY for 20% off and free worldwide shipping. The Foot Duster Foot Deodorant by Manscaped. The best protection any place below the waist.
Let's get into the Monday Night Football recaps here. We're going to kick things off with the Buffalo Bills absolutely shredding the Tennessee Titans 41-7. Aaron, you never got back. I don't know if you got back to me or not on this. What was my score prediction for this game?
You know what? I did not get back to you on that. I honestly didn't care, so I didn't look.
Well, I needed to know.
So, I'm sorry. I decided I'll get back to you because I know you want to be right for once in your life. But you actually did not have the score over 40. You had it 35-14.
I didn't put a 40 spot on this?
No, you had 35-14. To be honest, I had the highest score for the Bills. I had 38.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
Oh my gosh. You really want to do this with me?
I could have swore I had a 40 spot here.
Vinny, you are never right. Okay. Let's be honest. So you trying to argue with me after I watched the show back 4 times to put these scores in, you're wrong. Okay. AJ had it 34-24. You had it 35-14, and I had it 38-21.
Damn it.
The jabroni known as Dylan, he never gives us a score. So he had Buffalo win. So
that's a bummer. I thought I set a 40 spot for the Bills because this game was never close from Jump Street. It was not close. Josh Allen. Okay, yeah, I guess from Jump Street because it started 0-0. It was close.
Well, it started 7-7. Bills went down and scored. Titans went down and scored. And then that was the end of it.
And then it was all downhill from there. So obviously, so Bills, Titans 41-7. Derrick Henry, a quiet day, 13 carries, 25 yards, and a touchdown. It's what do you love to be right about things, and you're obviously scratching your little chinny chin because you think you were right about something. What do you?
I just love the stat. Like let's stop with all the. Let's stop because you already messed up where we wanted to go. We were supposed to do morning headlines first. You already skipped that.
Oh yeah.
You don't pay attention to the doc. It's okay. We'll do that before we do fantasy show today. It's fine. Well, let's get right into it.
Oh, you did switch it, you son of a bitch. Wait, where is it?
Hold on. We didn't switch it. We talked about it.
Yeah, I know.
But listen, it doesn't matter. Let's get into the Tennessee Titans because this is what we want to do anyways. It's what we're most excited about. Titans fans, where the hell you at? Where you at? And specifically, everybody that got on me, I'm going to say it about Derrick Henry having a drop-off as he's getting older, coming off of injury, no outside weapons on the team. And now through 2 weeks, we are seeing the inefficiency of Derrick Henry. This is Derrick Henry when he doesn't go for 200 yards. This is Derrick Henry when they can't move the ball on offense. This is what he is. And this is why I tell people he is not a top running back in the NFL. This is why I tell people he's not a top fantasy player because there are too many games like this. 13 carries for 25 yards. And the only reason he even has a relevant, hey, I got 8 points or whatever, is because he fell into the end zone from the 1 yard line. And that's great. It counts. But that is something that is not as sustainable as somebody that's getting involved in the offense throughout. The fact of the matter is the Tennessee Titans are a bad football team. And all of the Titans fans that talk shit to Vinny and for telling them they're going 6-11, that talk shit to me for saying that 1 year wonders and they weren't really that good and congratulations, you won some regular season games. Now you're eating crow and you're nowhere to be found. And very much similar to the Bengals fans, I'm asking you, where's that same energy? Where are you at on my YouTube page? Own up to it. Come and talk to us. Let us know what the problem is in Tennessee. I'm waiting.
I went out and I went out to Titans fans. I went on our YouTube yesterday to make sure that they were still alive because I'm starting to get worried about them. We're about to file a missing persons report for that game though. But either way, with all joking aside, the Bills have been playing very good football after week 1. It's been this. I feel like it's the same story again from week 1 where the Bills just look like they're absolutely on fire. They continue it here against Tennessee Titans with this big score. Since the start of last season, here's a little fun fact for you guys. Since the start of last season, the Bills have 3 games where they have scored 40 points or more and forced 4 turnovers in those games. That's as many as the entire league combined. So no team is doing what the Buffalo Bills have been doing as of late. We know that they fell short last season when they got matched up against the Chiefs in the playoffs, but this team seems like they're picking up where they left off last year, and they're just dominating, and they're running through teams and running through players and running through games. It's been an incredible performance. What's going right with the Buffalo Bills? Like what's maybe different about this Buffalo Bills team that you're seeing this year that we might not have saw last year that might be the difference maker in the end?
I don't know that I'm seeing anything different than what Buffalo was doing towards the end of last year, especially that playoff game with the Chiefs. I think you're talking about a team that is extremely talented and has arguably the best quarterback in football. And when you have that, when you have a guy like Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, we've talked about it, you're able to change the dynamic of the game. And that's exactly what it is. This is not about overall what the Bills are able to do. This is ultimately about what Josh Allen is able to do. And Josh Allen is proving that he's able to take this team and take it to the next level. You have a lot of talent on defense. Obviously, we talk about those safeties being the best tandem in football. Tremaine Edmonds, they got Matt Milano had a huge game, Von Miller. So they have a good defense. They're without already Tre'Davious White. And you still, like, the defense is good, but Josh Allen is special. And that offense is special because of Josh Allen. The running game's not special. You know, I mean, you got Devin Singletary's a nice player. Zach Moss, they fill in there. Stephon Diggs is obviously an elite wide receiver, but those other receivers are not special. They're just guys that do what they need to do. But Josh Allen makes that offense special because of what he's able to do. And that's always going to be a game changer in the NFL. And so this, to me, is a team that's just hungry, and you can see it. I'm going to go back to May when we did our May power rankings. In May, our early season power rankings, and I argue with you about putting them over the Rams. And you wanted to keep the Rams still number one because they added Bobby Wagner. Yep. I knew this was the best team in football because Josh Allen is hungry. That city is hungry. That organization is hungry. And to me, there is something special about the Buffalo Bills here. They're the best team in football, have been since, I believe, the end of last season. I think they're the best Buffalo Bills this year. The only thing, the Kansas City Chiefs. If they have to get over that hump. And I don't mean in the regular season. I mean, in the playoffs, they have to get over that hump. This, to me, is like Brady and Manning all over again. Manning was always dominant. You look at, you're like, man, these Colts teams are so good. They get to the playoffs, they would lose to Kansas City. They would lose to New England. In this case, it's Buffalo losing to Kansas City. So I don't care about nothing else with Buffalo. They are going to win a ton of games. But when they go to the playoffs and they match up against Kansas City, that's the one I want to see them win.
They have a plus 55 score differential this season. They
haven't punted in 3 of their last 6 games, and last night they almost didn't punt again.
Well, they punted and they forced a turnover, like on the punt.
Yeah,
like their one punt that they had, they forced a turnover. So I mean, it's just good all around. Bailey drops this question in here: is Josh Allen the best player in the NFL, not just quarterback, but player in the NFL?
No. I will say again, I think the best player in the NFL is Aaron Donald from the position that he does it. But I believe that Patrick Mahomes is still here and Josh Allen is right here. And the only reason I'm going to say that is because you have to take into account postseason success. Regular season numbers are great. Justin Herbert has great regular season numbers, but you have to take into account postseason success. Josh, I mean, it's literally becoming 1A.1. Like, but the only reason I have Patrick Mahomes ahead of him still is because of again, he's got an MVP. He's got a Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
He's got a Super Bowl ring, and he's got 4 straight AFC titles. That resume,
it's hard to argue.
And the talent is there with Josh Allen, and Josh Allen doesn't have any of those things. So, but it's close. It's an argument. If you want to talk about talent perspective, you can make it. And I'm not going to go crazy over it.
I get it. I know Josh Allen had a phenomenal game, but I did, and I don't know if I did this last week. I don't think I did. Pretty sure I gave Josh Allen the player of the game last week, or Von Miller. I can't remember which one I did.
No,
But this week it's
Josh Allen.
Okay, well, this week I'm giving it to his counterpart who could have easily gotten it last week, but gets it this week in Stephon Diggs, 14 targets, 12 receptions, 148 total yards, and 3 touchdowns. It was the Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen connection all night long that we were seeing. He had 3 receiving touchdowns. That actually ties a Monday Night Football record. Most receptions in the game in Monday Night Football history is 14. And he was right up there with that, right there close to that. Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen, what they're doing is incredible. It's special. And Stephon Diggs, I feel like we're going to end up going back and forth now with the player of the game for the Buffalo Bills being Diggs and Allen, just because of how good they've been. And it's unbelievable what they have going on there. Best quarterback wide receiver duo in the league?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to, because he's arguably the top quarterback. He's probably 2 or 1. And Stephon Diggs, I'm going to be honest. I know I said Justin Jefferson was the best receiver in football, and I still believe that. It's just sad who he has at quarterback. But Stephon Diggs is arguably right up there with Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, those guys, Cooper Kupp, like those guys. He's right there up there with those guys, if not the top. Like, I'm telling you, man, this Stephon Diggs is a bad man, and it would not surprise me. Matter of fact, I think it's going to happen if he leads the league in receiving this year, like he did a couple of years ago. He is probably going to lead the league in receiving. He's just that dynamic, and they use him a ton. He's really, really good.
He was my wide receiver. Not just, I know we're talking fantasy later, but he was my wide receiver 2 in the league entering this. Like when I ranked my wide receivers, it was Justin Jefferson and Stephon Diggs 1 and 2. And Stephon Diggs is truly proving that he is arguably the top dog in the NFL. Let's pivot games here. We already talked about the Tennessee Titans. We're already there. Yes, the Jacksonville Jaguars are first place in the AFC South. That is good news for me.